In today's episode of the Platform Presents podcast, I have an interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Paula Velandia, and she's heading over as the head of growth content marketing over at PorterMetrics. And PorterMetrics is an interesting product. Today, we're going to be learning all about what PorterMetrics is doing in the sort of dashboard and reporting world. And it basically allows you to automate your data studio reports in a very short amount of time. The website says in a minute. So today we're going to be learning much more about this, but also how Paula is thinking about growth for the company and what the role of content marketing plays in the mix. And then, like always, we have some rapid fire questions for you guys at the end to get to know the marketer much better personally. So welcome to the show, Paula.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So give us, that 360 overview. What is PorterMetrics all about?
Well, we do no-code reporting for marketers. Porter connects everyday marketing platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google My Business, marketplaces, you name it, to a self-service reporting and data visualization tools such as Google Data Studio. So we put the metrics and the dashboards in the tools marketers are already familiar with. So there is no learning curve at all. It might sound like a cliche phrase, but we are here to make marketers' lives easier.
No, very good. Makes a whole lot of sense. So, what types of marketers are we talking about? Is that, people in enterprise companies, like startup marketers, growth marketers? Like maybe tell us a little bit who is benefiting and which type of companies do they typically work?
Well, I love this question. I would like to say that people like me, marketers, decision makers, brand category managers, account managers, marketing directors, and marketers in general who don't code. I have worked as digital analytics analyst in the past and led some intelligence areas and in agencies for huge brands. And I have to admit, I've never written a line of code first, because it is something I respect a lot and I like to leave it in good hands. And second, because even if I would like, I wouldn't even be a good student at all.
Okay, makes sense. So it's a codeless solution for marketers. And are these guys typically what, like enterprise companies, startups? Does it run the gamut? Like maybe tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, maybe marketers in general. So it doesn't matter if you're part of an agency or part of a startup. People like me, as I mentioned earlier, are also those who have managed many accounts, many social media accounts, social media channels, CRMs, sales data. But eventually you will see that and you will feel that your company needs more and more information from different sources. People like me also love that. We as marketers love this phrase that we have in our market, which is actionable insights. We need to get them. So how do you know you need to get them, or how do you know to get those? We still are wasting a lot of time in these tedious tasks. So we're here to solve that problem. So we don't need you to download more Excel files or CSV files and try to clean them and harmonizing to build a report in PowerPoint. So we are basically reducing that time by creating some sort of automated process, because we believe in the power of data and we all have the power in our hands. So we bring no code solution, so you don't need to hire data engineers or data scientists to get your reporting done.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. So how do these marketers hear about PorterMetrics? Or in other words, what are the client acquisition channels that you guys are leveraging in their buying journey?
Yes, well, as marketers, we are really curious, so we look for help. We look for inspiration. So if you are one of us, you will find us on YouTube or with our Google Data Studio tutorials, or in our blog posts that respond to your most common questions that you can type on your, directly on your browser. So of course, our content strategy is based in our own growth or in our own experience as marketers. We are users as well, like you are. So when people are searching for solutions or tutorials, or even they are reached by our content on social media, is because we are there exchanging ideas. And of course, in sort of a way, we try to promote our product in our tutorials or templates, but we are here to create an empathetic environment. So you will see that the first approach, it is a helper approach. It is not, I'm going to sell you a product or you need to buy it because you need it. I'm here to make you feel more comfortable reading data and trying to create a report that in a sort of way could be actionable for your team. So particularly we have saved a huge pain for analysts who work in media or content agencies, and they need to create reports for many clients. So if you're looking for a solution that pulls data directly to your dashboards or spreadsheets, I bet you can find Porter as your best ally.
Nice, very good. Sounds like it makes even possible people to get better jobs than prior, but being able to just leveraging the platform. Very cool. Now, what role do you attribute to the website? Like, what role do you think the website plays in winning clients for Porter?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's the 80% of our acquisition strategy. So here is the content repository or the content library that we already have created to solve some problems. So we also have a templates gallery. And in this templates gallery, you will see a lot of or different use cases that marketers are looking for. So I know, because I used to be a social media analyst, a digital analyst, and I know that you need to cross some information, or you need to get insights from different data sources and trying to report in an executive page. So here are some sort of different use cases you can just take a look at and get inspired. Or if you want to try our product, you have also a 14-day trial, so you can experiment and try it, and if you like, maybe you can be our customer.
Very cool. Where can people find the templates? Maybe people who are listening in who are interested. We have a lot of marketers listening to the show. They might want to just give it a little shot and try. Like, where can they find it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go through PorterMetrics.com, and at the resources tab, you will find our templates gallery. So if you click on it, you will see a large library all for you. It is absolutely for free, so you don't have to buy it. Maybe because there are some other galleries that you need to, place a payment before to get this report. But no, here you have the template. Is for you. If you want to use it with our connectors, that is the ideal scenario. But if you don't like, you can get it only because we are here to help you.
Very cool. So now I'm curious, we talked a bit about the website. What do you personally think as a content marketer? Where do you see what is the current strength of the website versus where do you see room for improvement, right? Every marketer always sees there's some room for improvement for the website. Maybe tell us about the strength and the improvement potential for the website.
Yes, maybe the area of improvement is because we are a really small team. So we are 2 people or 3 people trying to figure out how to create this this website, and also trying to track our users. What is the customer journey here in the website? Maybe we don't know if they are downloading a template. Maybe we are losing them, and so that's something challenging for us to get to know why they're not coming back to us, or why they haven't converted yet. So maybe that's a huge area of opportunity. And maybe in this thing I can feel proud about our website is about how it has become in a good source for our clients, not only because of they can automate their reports basically at the second stage they click on our website. But also because we have a great support, customer support platform here. So we use Intercom, and our specialists, they are looking for our customer needs. So maybe if they are stuck in a part of the pricing process or the purchasing process, they reach them and they try to support. We are supporters. So that's why I feel here is a great strength in our website.
Okay, very cool. And I'm just curious, just in general, right? You've been in interesting sort of roles. You've been in very analytical positions prior, head of business intelligence, social media, digital media research. So I'm curious, what have you learned in your career? It doesn't have to be only applying to PorterMetrics. Just in general, what have you learned is something that is maybe a good methodology, a good tool, a good way of thinking on how to figure out how to increase the conversions from the website?
Well, our content strategy, as I mentioned, is based on our own experience. So what I've learned here as a digital marketer and as a digital analyst is how to solve the problems really fast. So instead of I have becoming a hacker because I understood the data is really important. So working as an analyst in an agency and spending more than 15 days creating integrated visualizations, I know that you need our templates, or at least take a look at them if you want to get some inspiration. And I also understood that it is kind of a vehicle. So if you have this vehicle, use it. You don't have to walk. You can use it. You can understand it as a bike. So for example, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to ride a bike, but if you have this product at your hands, right in your hands, you will see that you are creating solutions. So you're not only creating a report or creating visualization, because at the time when I was a social media analyst, and not good place at all, but I felt I had an advantage over my colleagues because I was creating reports for more than 60 social media accounts for the largest beverage company in the world. And I know I had this information and I had the power to know what content would bring more value to our audience. So it was something like I was hacking our social media strategy. I was also a co-hunter. I was curious. I was experimental. And that's something that has defined my day, my way of work. I love hacking complex tasks. So think about that vehicle that was designed to bring a mobility solution. Why would you walk when you can move faster? So data is just like this bike. No matter, as I mentioned, no matter if you know how to ride it, just get it, practice, use it every single day to go to work. And little by little, you will see that it brings some benefits. And as you discover that you can go faster and you are dominating this vehicle as if you were, I can imagine maybe a BMX Olympic medalist. I wish Porter in the future would bring the equivalent of that bike, so you don't have to think twice about getting that vehicles that want to be ridden by a champion. So you are a champion, you have the data in your hands, so use the tools you have available.
You're a fantastic guest. That makes me want to use PorterMetrics myself, to be honest. Very, very good. I have some rapid fire questions to wrap it up, to get to know you and your journey a little bit better. Are you ready for those?
I think so. Go ahead.
Very good. What's the last book you read?
I'm currently reading a book because I moved to Atlanta. It's a new city. So I've read this book, which I don't remember I just hope I'm saying this correctly, but it is The Place Where You Belong, and it takes all the information that you have around and make you feel more comfortable in the place you are, but getting that knowledge that you are part of a place that you've never been to before. So you are not in your comfort zone anymore. So you have to make some changes and have to change your mindset so you can be more comfortable and feel happy in the place you are.
Very cool. Awesome. Very good. What is one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
Well, growth. We are looking for this growth in terms of product, because we are a company that is moving faster, that is moving with you. So we want to inspire, but we also want to get more technology. So technology is part of our core. We hire talented people or developers and engineers to grow our product. As you so you as an end user only need to take care about your insights that will help grow your business. So we are doing the hard work. So basically here, the growth is essential for us. Grow in products. So as much connectors we have, the most growth we have in our company.
Makes sense. If there would be no boundaries in technology, what's the one thing you would fix for your role today?
Oh wow! In my role, I think that now there is a lot of automation tools that makes our lives easier. Trying to connect with our customers and also trying to discover more about their needs. And here, I would love to have something to track my competitors. I know we are in an early stage, and we have more and more competitors every single day. And when we need to our customers make a decision, maybe here we need something a little bit stronger so we can build a connection with them. So here, if there is no technology boundaries at all, I would love to have something like like a crystal ball, so you can define or you can identify what your customers are thinking or what they're looking for.
Very cool. The very last question, I want to go back to sort of your days of, university and formal education. You studied very interesting fields. You were in the market and media research world, and marketing studies and the likes. So now you're heading out of formal education, right? What's the one advice you would give yourself for your journey?
Well, maybe I studied mass communication and journalism. So if I had on my DNA a little bit more of that proportion on my DNA, that would be great, because I could be more curious solving some other topics, maybe SEO topics. So I could be more stronger in that type of abilities. So my advice would be take maybe 2 months to understand more about SEO, not only keywords, because that was everything I knew at the time, but every single aspect. When you can ask everything you can, you have a lot of people around you, you have supporters around you, you have to observe how this SEO logical works, test your content, practice, and get better tools to beat your competitors. So that's an advice I would love to
What would you say actually as a follow-up to this? What would you say? What are the top 3 things that you learned in SEO that you maybe could share with the audience? Maybe what is, like, I don't know, the tool that you're using or a strategy that when you're posting an article, maybe tell us a couple of maybe top 3 things that you do that could be helpful for other marketers.
Yeah, absolutely. Experimentation, I think, is the first one, because when you test and you put 2 pieces of content and you see that you are reaching 2 different audiences, you will see the advantage you have when connecting with more and more people, so you can produce more and more content. So that's something that nobody tells you. So nobody is going to tell you what type of content you have to create, but you have to figure it out. So experimentation is the key. And the other thing is you have a lot of tools, free tools, free trials. So try them, explore them. You have these tools at your hands, right in your hands. So explore what other words you are not using but your competitors are, or maybe try to discover something new and use these tools. And the other thing is be authentic. So SEO is really limited because of the competition you have on browsers, and all the articles are the same basis. So you have this menu of topics that you have to cover, but be authentic. So don't lose that spirit you have, or the DNA of the type of the writing you have. So don't lose that, because that's original, that's authentic, and that also can create a great connection with your customers.
Very good, super good. Let's wrap it up for the interview. I want to give you the very last word. If somebody would be forgetting all that we discussed about PorterMetrics, what's the one thing they should remember?
Well, with Porter, you as marketer can connect your apps to automate reports and display charts on eye-catching dashboards. So data reporting today is a task heavily dependent on engineers, but at Porter, we are making a mainstream tool, just like a bike. So let's ride a bike with me.
Thanks a lot for being a guest on Python Presents.